So are we trying to make this a little bit more rodeo?
Ooh, careful what you wish for, sir.
I'm not. I'm just trying to ask you, what's your expectations of
What's your expectations to get out of this buffalo hunt?
uh, you? I don't really know because I've never done it.
Okay, what do you think? What's the first thing that comes to mind when you think of Cape buffalo hunting? What is it that you want to achieve out of it?
I would like to shoot a trophy Cape buffalo.
And I'm going to be very real with you, and this stirs up a lot of controversy online. A lot of guys get out here and they say, I want to go chase Cape buffalo, but I want it to charge me. And I'm telling you right
Okay,
now,
well, I can cut this shit real quick. I ain't looking for the son bitch to charge me.
Cape buffalo are renowned killers. You do not earn the nickname of Africa's Black Death for nothing. Professional hunters tend to call it the widow maker, as I know quite a few professional hunters that have gotten to know Cape buffalo quite intimately. I know that's how I would like to do it, up close and personal. It's not for everybody. I don't blame people when they look at that and say, hell no. If it charges, that it doesn't happen very often, but if it does, you're in that fight. You cannot run, you cannot turn your back on that animal. There's no way of outrunning that animal. You've gotten into that boxing ring and now you got to stand your ground, and whatever happens, you need to be there next to me. Once you start shooting, it doesn't matter what it is, you shoot, you make your shots count, you make sure you hit that buffalo because you have to stay in that fight.
there's a hillside and we're going to utilize that. We're going to glass from there. If we pick something up along the way, fresh tracks or dung or whatever, that's why Sylvester is here. He's going to help us with that. He did not come just to help and load. The man's a phenomenal tracker, so he's going to be hunting with us. We can head up, see if we see anything from an elevated point of view. If not, then we come back and we start working sections and grids. Pick up tracks or dung, and then if we find something worthwhile or worth following, we'll get off and then we walk. We might walk 500 yards, we might walk 5 miles, we might walk 15 miles. If you need to take it a little bit slower, let us know. We take a break, whatever. And yeah, let's go buffalo hunt.
That was good.
Let's go.
And as we got there, it was just breaking light, and we were able to go in the vehicle to a point to where we could glass across this terrain.
The old buffalo up there, right on that hill, the one that I'm seeing that is to the front. He's exceptionally wide. It's a very large bull, but he's not rock hard on top of his head just yet. He's still a tad bit young. We're just gonna have a look and see. Have a look at the other bulls that are there.
As we were watching, it appeared that there were 2 really nice bulls in the bunch, and they began to break up into 2 groups. One bull kind of took a group with him, and the other one took his group and went another direction. So we looked at the wind, we took everything in consideration and decided which group we were going to go after.
So I think there might be another little valley here, and then we can push up this way, and then we go around. So just check this side of it.
The major part of the morning, probably 6 to 7 hours, Sylvester and of course Brendan and Connie were all tracking.
Between Sylvester and I, we've been together for a long time. We've got a way of communicating by whistle, hand signals, stuff like that. We don't have to say a word, and we can have a full-blown conversation. And understanding each other's movements, when he goes over there, what he's doing. When I move over here, what I'm doing. Am I looking for tracks? Have other animals crossed over the tracks? Do we have to pick up a fresh track that's leaving an area where they bedded down? There's a lot that goes into it. A relationship, a bond between a track and a professional hunter is absolutely fundamental. And of course, naturally, there's a lot of communication with your hunter. It's their first time. You have to tell them, listen, stay with me, right behind me, stay on my ass. When I move over here, you move with me. And then that's typically what I usually do. What I say is, you stay on my ass the whole time. I'll put you in a position. Once you get the rifle on the sticks, I'll talk you through it. Do you see this? Do you see that branch? Do you see this crease? Do you see this piece of mud on it? There's a lot of communication. Focus. Focus is fundamental. It's absolutely key in any of these situations. You just gotta clear your mind and focus on the task at hand.
It became evident that we were gaining ground on the group of buffalo, but it was to the point where we probably needed a break, so we broke for lunch. Sylvester built a fire. We grilled kudu and other wild game for lunch. Took about an hour, and then we decided, all right, let's go pick up where we left off. Hadn't gone maybe 45 minutes to an hour, and we spotted the herd of buffalo. We were probably close to 200 yards from the herd, trying to get the wind right. And Brendan had spotted the bull. They all looked pretty much the same to me, except this particular bull had wallered in some mud and got red clay on him, so he kind of had a brittle color. And he identified and picked him out, and I was able to get on him. And so after a few minutes of letting them separate and getting a good shot, I was able to make a shot on this bull. Well, they ran and stopped, and you could see the blood coming out of the bull's nose. We knew that he had been hit, but the other buffalo appeared to be trying to help him along and supporting him, keeping him on his feet. And so they were in the process of getting blood on them as well, so it made that part more difficult to identify.
No, sir. His head's turned towards us now. We see the mud on his back.
It's coming to us?
Yes. Can you just let him turn to the left again so that I can see?
Yeah.
Shoot him on the shoulder. On the shoulder.
Both shots had connected, but obviously not enough to put this tough buffalo down. So then we eased on up.
Get him in this opening. In this opening. Coming out. Coming out.
Shoot again.
Center mass. Yes. Let's go face him. Another bullet. Come with me, sir. Come with me. Yes. Come with me. Right. Right here. Shoot him! Shoot him! Shoot him! Put a bullet in there. With me. You see his eyes. You see his eyes. Right between the eyes. Right now. Right now. Yes. Well done, sir. Well done. Well done.
I tip my hat to Rob. You know, being his first time and being in that situation, it's not easy. But at the same time, when it got down to, you know, the brass tacks of it, Rob was right there in the fight the whole time. You know, he never bailed, he never ran. It's a scary situation to be in, but he got up right next to me, and when I told him shoot him, Rob picked up the .375 and he let him have it. You know, unfortunately for Rob, as he came around the corner, the magnification was turned up far too high. So when he finally picked up the rifle, it was just this black, you know, blob just covering the scope. You know, just everything just went black, and he fired a shot to the best of his ability. Rob stayed in the fight, and you know, he was right there next to me, and when he shot, there's no time to reload in a moment like that, because you're talking about split seconds when these things happen. That's when I had to intervene for the safety of both his and my life at the end of the day. I am legitimately proud of Rob for sticking with me in that fight.
That's the experience that people long for. Their entire lives.
I'll be able to see this forever. Just in the moment, I can't. It's just a blur right now. It's like I was on the back of a bull. I couldn't tell if he's going right or left.
There's a lot of emotions involved afterwards. I know it was quite an emotional experience for me personally. I've been doing this for many years, but what stood out was when we did this hunt the day before my grandfather passed away. A man that was very dear to me. We happened to have been very close. On the 12th of May 2025, my grandfather passed. On the 13th of May, I had to get up, I had to focus, I had to do my job, and we went out. We went looking for a Cape buffalo for Rob. So the way that everything transpired, the way it happened, Many people would say I'm crazy, but I'm thankful because my grandfather was the absolute embodiment of strength and resilience, and to be able to experience a buffalo hunt that embodied the exact same thing, you know, means more to me than what most people would ever realize. To have been in that situation that way. Being able to share that with Rob, you know, there's a lot of emotions involved that day. I am utterly thankful for how it played out. The position that we were put in, even though scary, you know, this is what people dream of, and this is what memories, lifelong memories, are made of. I think it's a Cape Buffalo that he will typically not forget anytime soon. I know I won't, at least for the rest of my life. It will be something that I am able to share with loved ones in the near future. Experiences like these, as surreal as they are, you don't find them around every corner, so I'm very thankful for that.
All I can say is that this particular hunt, without a doubt, was a gift and a trip, an adventure that I'll never forget. The friends and family, we continued to spend the next 2 weeks together, and the camaraderie and the friendships and everything just continued to grow each day. Felt like we'd known each other for an extremely long time, and it just made everything that much better.